G'day YouTube. Back in the greenhouse today. A few people have been asking for a tour video, so I thought it was time to get in, and a nice sunny day, so I thought I'd shoot at the Savo and hope you guys enjoy. Around, we'll zoom out. I'll start over this side today. There's nice bigger plants. Predator, this is the original Grex from EP, some nice uppers. Ooh, fresh pop Lowly Ivicii there. You can see some more. A couple there, another fresh one. You got some Lowly Ivicii across Vicii. I potted up quite a few of these, just trying to see if I get some variation in them before I decide which ones I'll finally keep. Next to that, Vicii K Cross M from EP. Now I recently snapped this, unfortunately. I'll snap the main vine. You can see some older pictures down the bottom. There's a nice one there too, actually. So this is all the basils. I can't find where the main vine came. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. So I somehow snapped it. No idea how. I just noticed it last week, I think it was. So I ended up taking cuttings. Unfortunately, I seem to struggle with striking Vicii cuttings, but I'll do my best to get them rooted and growing. In front of you, a couple of Amorphophilus titanium, and this crazy little hairy Amorphophilus is Natolii. That flower's just fading, but that's been open for about 10 days now. So I'm actually pretty impressed by that. And I did kick the pot over and tip everything out during that time. You got this gorgeous Lavicola. These are the upper pictures here. See a nice bouquet of seed pods coming there. I actually feel like maybe a flower. No flower on that one. But it probably needs a break. It's had a few flowers. Unfortunately, it hasn't been the most successful breeder. Chance that it's just too warm in here for it, but we'll see how I go. Maybe I'll get some cuttings going at some point and try one outside, see if I can flower it in winter. Might be a better option. Under here, beautiful Truncata Aphipiata. I'll try and pull this out a little bit. And under the lid, it doesn't really come up on camera, but there's quite a lot of exudate forming there. You got the lid bristles. It's such a great cross. Oop, don't want to damage it. There's a few more, some older pictures there. There's a slug has been crawling all over this. And there's something down here. So this is the lowers on my female Lavicola. The pot's buried up the back there somewhere. There's a few more pictures. If I can zoom in there. So it's a bit hard to get in the back there to tidy up all the old dead leaves and things, but here, a nice Peltata Jacquelinii. That's a lower picture coming off the basil, or one of the basils. Oop. Another one there. It's getting crowded even up here these days. You see it's got a few nice basils on it there. There's actually a really nice picture. I'm going to see if I can get it out. Have a look at that. Beautiful pictures on this. I love this cross. And that's just nestled in nicely in the Peltata pot, which has given me a flower. I'm 90% sure this is male. So I've got some planning to do on what I'm going to cross that with. It's not a giant flower stalk, so I won't be doing heaps of crosses first up, but I'll definitely try and make some interesting things. Nice fresh Vergilii picture there. What else is in here? Some more Lavicola uppers. Fresh one just popping there. This is another vine to it. There's some more vines up the back there. If I can get in here. Beautiful Spectabilis. I think this is the giant form from Borneo Exotics. Or, yes, Borneo Exotics, I think. And coming around. So I've just tidied up this section. It's starting to get a bit messy. But Sibuensis cross Veitchii lolii. Another lolii Veitchii. These are all cuttings on my big female. After I nearly lost it to root rot, I decided it was time to have some backups of that plant. Platykyla from BE. Really solidly striped peristome, this one. You can see the lower starting to fade there. It's got another upper coming there, and I'm almost certain that's going to flower for me. Ooh, before I go back up, a beautiful Vergilii picture. You can see another one in the background. Ooh. I haven't sat at this angle for a while. Got Miracross Spectabilis. A couple more behind there too. A beautiful cross. How am I going to get to that? Bear with me. If I move this over here, well, we've got an old Veitchii cross Platykyla. That's the BE form. I think it's a female. I haven't flowered it yet, but the pot's down in here. It tracks up. That's the growth point over there. So I suspect it's a good chance of flowering this season. Nice Ame upper. That would be a Platykyla. Who's that? Yes, that's Platykyla. Coming there. And let's see if I can slip you around here. Peltata Platykyla in there. That's a male. I've just started using that in a few crosses, and I suspect the offspring is going to be absolutely stunning of that plant. I think I've got a Boschiana cross Acariana cross Peltata Platykyla up on the website at the moment, amongst some other things. Bill Bailey. This is another BE Platykyla. Got one there, and one there, all off the same plant. This split into two growth points after it flowered. This one is male. My original one, which doesn't have any good pictures on it, I'm 90% sure that is on it, but as you can see, the twisted tendrils and everything going on in here, I'm not 100% sure at the moment. But my original one is female, so I'm closely watching it and hoping I can get her to flower and make some pure Platykyla. Or maybe the second BE one will be female. Maxima Dark cross Platykyla. I think these will be really interesting in uppers. Yeah, a fresh one just popping there. Ventricosus sibuensis cross Naga Bongzo cross Truncata lolii. So we're already looking great colour on this. Some nice size pictures on that. Hopefully it gets even better with size. I'm just trying to shuffle the chair out of the way so I can get in around here. I'm just trying to spot other things. Oh, that's a nice picture on the Veitchii cross Platykyla. Oh, I saw this the other day. I haven't got a photo of it. Let me have a look at that. Veitchii cross Vogelii all the other way around from EP. That is just a stunning plant, that. Of course, it's growing up the back. I think its growth tip is in here. That is a male. I haven't used it in much breeding yet, but I definitely feel like I should. I'm trying to avoid doing really complex hybrids, but that one's too nice not to use. So this is another Lolii Veitchii from John Yates. This one was really red when I got it. You can see red hues in it, but I think maybe my warmer temperatures aren't doing it any favors for the coloration. I'll come in here. Singulana cross Lolii, I think, there. And behind that, you got Lolii Edwardsiana trying to eat. I think this is an inimus picture, so I'm being really careful not to break it off, because that hasn't pictured for me in a while. And it's sort of doing something weird on the growth point. I'm a bit worried about that plant, but I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, that is Singulana cross Lolii. There's a Spathulata cross Lolii back there somewhere as well. Skipped over. I'm just going to shuffle my chair back over. If you're on the latest website release, you would have seen a couple of nice Veitchii up for sale. Oh, this is getting tangled. As you can see, they are good sized plants. They're not your typical little Veitchii that we tend to get. I've got something catching. There it is. Yeah, so that's a specimen size Veitchii already right there. This could flower next year. So both of those sold, and we'll be going out to the lucky new owners next week, early next week. Coming in down here, the sensitive plant is always fun to poke around. Got a Zachariana here. I got this other. I did figure out where this was from, but it's a different form of Zachariana. Huge flared peristome, and there's an upper over here. Yeah, have a look at that peristome on the upper. It's beautiful. That is also female, but also a pretty average seed producer for me so far. Singulana, nice intermediate. I think there's an upper. Ooh, bear with me. You can see that there. It's a bit tangled and everything else. So you got some Vogelii in here. Some little tenuous pictures. Awesome little species, this. You can see actually this one gets much bigger pictures. You can see that there. Another nice fresh one there. Yep. Vogelii Veitchii up above it. Yeah. And I believe this is my male, or one of my male platycylers. This is the EP one that I've actually used this more recent. No, this is the first one I used in breeding. So Lolii Veitchii cross platykyla and a few others were made with this one. Look how flared that peristome's staying. I'm just, while I'm down here, trying to find the growth tip. No flower coming. I'm constantly checking all my growth tips, trying to find flowers and see what's got one coming. Get minima in here. And this is the main plant of Lolii Veitchii. That's the pot back in the corner there. It comes up. I suspect I might have to move this out of the greenhouse soon because that is getting massive. There's another growth point behind here. It's just getting a bit unruly, and not to mention it is full of basils down there as well. So you can see down there. Coming back up. Ame cross Aristolochoides. So you can just carve it in pictures here. Little miniature Zachariana. Upper picture, this is the vine. The one that was down over there, it crosses the greenhouse, comes up here somewhere. This is the vine here, and it's tracked back. You can just see the end wheeling over there. But again, being female, I didn't want to cut that vine off. Though I think at some point I'm going to have to because it's just getting out of control. It's my female minima. Really cute little species. And big bouquet of seed pods there. Another flower. I just cut a flower off the other day because I wasn't going to get to it. There's 2 more coming, at least. VGI BE3734. This is just pop. This is just. Look how bulbous that is. It's such a gorgeous plant. This. And in here a bit deeper, more platyhyla. This is a lower. This is an EP one, and this is the captive exotics one. It's opens with no stripes, and just starting to stripe up on that one. A few things hiding back in there, but can't quite get to them. I've been working on this flower spike recently. This is a female sabre, so I've got high hopes for some very interesting crosses on here. Peltata Jacquelinea's on there. A few other really nice crosses, and some fresh pollen just arrived from a mate today to go onto it. So I'll get that on tomorrow. And that's the lower picture here. A beautiful striped one coming up into uppers. Yeah, as you can see, I've got seedling sections full. Got some titanium leaf cuttings back there. That middle one seems to be going dormant. Various cuttings and some seed grown stuff that I'm growing out for me. More cuttings. I took cuttings of this Maxima Dark, but I haven't had a good lower like this in a long time, so I've filled this up with water and left it in here, hoping I can get it to darken up and get some good photos of the picture. And then, of course, all the seedlings. I've just repotted a lot of these into fresh media. The moss and algae was getting pretty bad. It's already kicking back off on that. So some more Veitchii coming. I won't lift this because I'll drop things, and but there's more seeds in there. Some red sphagnum moss going. Coming around here. We've got cuttings for next year. Those are all in the same as my seedling trays, just 40mm cell trays, but they're absolutely jam-packed. Bloody Veitchii cross Burbigiae Edwardsiana. I think, getting tangled up. A nice fresh picture just popping there. Truncata cross Vergelii. I'm not sure if these are sold out on the website yet, but again, it's a good sized plant, ready to go. I might actually just take this down. And behind there, you got Nebularum. I'm not sure why it's doing this recurved leaves. It's done it again on the next leaf. That's a little bit annoying. Just shuffling the chair again. Nice big truncata Persian, or Persian red. It doesn't get all that red though we'll see what happens. This picture here, as you can see, I can fit my whole hand in there. That is just getting massive. A nice Heliumphora folliculata back there, as well as a Burpetti. Palawanensis from BE. This thing seems to be forming pictures, but they've been getting to this point and almost just stalling. But still a nice plant. You can see here, seedling trays. These are all up on the website. Boschak veitchii, Boschak robcantlii. A few more things in here that aren't up yet. These are absolute powerhouses, actually. The Boschak Maxima Dark Taliensis. If you're looking for an easy, fast-growing dark plant, those have been stunning. I think I put a photo of the larger one on the website. Super squat Ventsib Jacquelineae. This is a larger Ventsib Nagabonzo cross truncata. So got a lot of these cuttings out to do photos to the website and haven't put them back yet. But some Lolii, some Maxima Dark cross Lolii in there. That's my breeder, Boschak, or Boschiana cross Zachariana. More seedlings coming from next year. If you see these little tubs, I got some beneficial mites to just keep things like fungus gnats at bay as a sort of precautionary measure. That and some lacewing larvae to ward off any scale that might pop up in here. This was just the base of the Maxima Dark that I took cuttings of, so that'll reshoot soon enough. Truncata cross Nebularum. It's such a stunning plant. This is also female. Oh. You can see that was the old spike there. I don't think it's going to flower just yet, but I'm hoping it does flower again for me this season. New picture coming there. Peltata veitchii Lolii. There's heaps of seedlings scattered back in here, but I just can't quite get to them all with the camera as well. You got a nice Vagelii lower. Spatulata cross Jacquelineae. Fipiata. And again, this thing just powers. This thing has put on so much size in the short time I've had it. Ovata. There's a nice Ventricosa red cross hot lips. Some of my own breeding, and that's given me a male flower spike, and there's a female one over there. So I just brought them in to give me the best chance of making some more seeds out of them, just for a bit of fun. I might shuffle that over here so we can get down here and just have a look at this Edwardsiana. There's that picture there. Ooh, something's picturing and being squashed down there underneath it. Lolii veitchii Maxima Dark Costosmariensis. That is an absolute stunning picture. I think there's still some of those on the website too. If you're interested and you're in Australia, Palawanensis, give me another nice squat little picture. We have that. There it is. Look at that beautiful picture on that. Nice Armada next to that. Ooh. Lolii veitchii cross Leonardii. Really nice squat one. That's my second Edwardsiana there. Got some Heliumphora. There's a few divisions of these still on the website. Herbii, Minor, Colina back there. We got a couple of beautiful Edwardsiana pictures there. Just give you a bit of reference for the size. Like that's a 20 plus centimeter picture. That is just gorgeous. Just look at those teeth in the light. You just can't beat Edwardsiana. There's a smaller, older picture there. Nice Babigiae hiding back there. And Lingulata. I actually just repotted this. Oh, it's a squat cross candy Veitchii, which is looking promising. And behind that is, I'm hoping, my first lot of Aristolochoides seeds. Now, we've only got a tiny picture on it at the moment. But that's the female. You can see the little male flower there. The male's not happy. I don't think there's another flower coming on it. So what I'm going to do is pinch off the flower spike. That's just to try and get that plant happier. I mean, I've bent it down. The pot's way over the back there, trying to get it to basil. I do have another one at the back of the greenhouse hidden away. But yeah, hopefully I can recover them. Up here, a nice Lolii Veitchii cross Veitchii M. The last couple of them are actually on the website. Next up, I think this is my favourite cross that I've made so far. Spathulata cross Lavicola. That is just such a stunning plant. This is only just over 2 years old now, vining, and I'm 90% sure that's a flower in there. So could potentially use that to make some more interesting things. And more seedlings. Helianthora. This is the sections. These are all the ones for sale. They're this size. Some more Nep seedlings. And coming back up. Blochiana Zachariana cross Vergelii, looking very Vergelii-like. And I think the uppers are going to be real interesting on this too. And again, this is 18 months old and it's starting to reach. So that is a seriously fast-growing cross, that one. Up here is gorgeous Veitchii M. This is my female clone. I haven't used it yet in breeding. And I keep checking the growth tip to see if it'll flower. Oop, I broke the lid off this. This is a BE 4033. I don't know. It is a very nice plant, but I feel like I've got better Veitchii coming from my own Grexes. So I may end up offloading this. I haven't decided just yet. Here, oh, this is an interesting one to show. This is BE's version of Veitchii Lolii cross Platykyla. See the peristome there, beautiful coloration. Now, I think there are some Lolii Veitchii Platykyla still on the website. I haven't double checked today. Nebularum cross Platykyla. This is a little old predator cutting. Again, that was on the website. I think it might have sold by now, though. Lingulata cross Edwardsiana. And this is the female red cross hot lips. It's actually a really nice shape on that picture. See a nice flower spike there. Rob Cantley cross, or Raja cross Rob Cantley. And looks like I've made a friend. Little jumping spider come out of somewhere. Go on. Oh, off he goes. I'll bump the mic off. Spin you back around. With the exhaust fan turned off, it is getting swelteringly hot in here. It's 83% humidity, and 27 degrees. So I think I'm going to call that a day. Until next time. Cheers.